Good morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan pre-market view. Indian markets continued their southward journey yesterday for the third day in a row, and the markets actually plunged by 550 points cut on Sensex and 160 points cut on Nifty. This was amid weak global cues, especially coming in from China, which had a worst fall in the past 7-8 years. If you look at the cues from US market, again they were down on concerns emanating from Chinese market itself. Dow was down by about 128 points, while Nasdaq had a cut by about 48 points, and S&P was down by about 12 points. If you look at the early morning cues, again the Asian markets are down. We have all important cues coming in from US market. We have FOMC meet which begins from today. The 2-day meet will begin today, and investors would keenly await from cues from the Fed out there. If you look at the flows the flows were negative from FIs. They were seller to the tune of 860 crores. In the cash market, they were seller of 1414 crore on the index future, whereas DII supported the market with small meager positive flow of about 238 crores. Now SGX is indicating a 40 points cut on Nifty while opening. Let's have a view from our derivatives team as to how Nifty is likely to behave throughout the day after this negative opening, since we are into the expiry view.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday's trade turned out to be a very disappointing trading session for the Indian equity markets, where Nifty has seen a steep fall of approximately 2% in one trading session. However, it started the session with gap down opening of around 20 to 30 points, but later it was continued trade with negative bias ahead of P-Notes amendment, followed by slump in Chinese stock market, due to which many of the blue chip counters were trading with negative bias like Axis Bank, Hindalco, Tata Steel, which were down in the range of 4% to 5% each. And Nifty finally ended the session at 8372 levels with a loss of 1.89%. In this period, we have seen that marginal short positions were built up by market players as 74,000 shares were added in open interest, and Nifty futures price decreased significantly by approximately 160 rupees from 8534 to 8372 odd levels. However, Nifty futures premium decreased marginally from 12 points to 11 odd levels, but Nifty cost of carry is increased by approximately 246% from 4.96 to 17%. On the options front, PCR is decreased significantly by 13% from 1.06 to 0.92, which is clearly indicating that call option has seen good build up in yesterday's trade. We have seen that call option has added approximately 75 lakh shares in open interest, whereas put option has seen huge unwinding of approximately 27 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was up by 6% and finally settled at 16.37%. In the options activity, we have seen that huge additions were seen in 8,500 call option, which has added approximately 90% shares in open interest, followed by 8,400 call option, which has added 99% shares in open interest. On the put option side, we have seen that huge unwinding was seen in 8,400 put option, which has reduced 14% shares in open interest, and 8,300 put option has added marginal number of shares in open interest in yesterday's trade. Looking at the overall options activity, we may feel that 8,300 may act as a good support on a closing basis, as marginal additions were seen in 8,300 put option. On bank period front, there are 5 securities in bank period today. One is MTech Auto, second is India Cement, third is C8, fourth is Century Textile, and fifth is Jindal Steel and Power. On FS front, FS net sellers of 1,413 crore index futures. They were net buyers of 1,540 crore index options. They were net sellers of 798.72 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 282 crore in stock options. A 5-day CM stands at 8540. Higher range would be 8540, which may act as a stiff resistance going forward, and lower range would be 8,300. Currently, Singapore Nifty is down by 21.50 points, which is at 8334.50. We may see marginal flattish to negative start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let's have a look at the trading ideas for the day. First one being KEC International. Now the company delivered good set of numbers yesterday. The revenue stood at 1878 crore, the EBITDA came in at 141 crore, and the PAT stood at 30.4 crores. This has beaten most of the analyst expectation. Again, the order book of the company currently stands at over 10,000 crore. So net we could have positive impact in trade today, and one can long KEC with stop loss at 146 for potential upside of 157 and above that at 160. Again, Torrent Pharma announced its numbers yesterday post-market. The numbers came in quite well. The PAT stood at 449 crore. The EBITDA came in at about 909 crore, while the revenue stood at 1947 crore. Again, beating most of the analyst estimates. The margins also stood pretty strong, so one can see positive price action in trade today. One can long it with stop loss of 1375 for potential upside of 1440. There is some negative news which is coming for Glenmark Pharma. Now, the US court has felt that Glenmark Pharma Finacea generic infringes Bayer's patent, and this could have a negative impact on Glenmark's price in trade today. One can short Glenmark with stop loss of 1055 for potential downside of 1010 and below that at 999. Moving on to important news which have come in. Now, Aurobindo Pharma has received final US FDA approval to manufacture and market esmolol hydrochlorine injection of both 100 mg as well as 10 ml. Now, Aurobindo now has total 13 ANDA approvals represented by 10 product classes approved out of Unit 4 formulation facility in Hyderabad for manufacturing general injectable products. Tata Motor is working on a new platform for small commercial vehicles which will replace the current ACE platform. Now, this ACE platform was in place for over last 10 years and has become old, so this would mean change in customer requirement. Siemens has backed a small order of about 67 crore for supply of high voltage gas insulated switchgear from Larsen & Toubro. Now, government is likely to award road projects worth 1.26 lakh crore in the financial year for FY16. Now, this could have positive impact on some of the road players out here. Indian crude oil is at 4-month low, and this would help government cut down the subsidy burden further. The price of the crude traded at below $54 per barrel. Power Grid has approved rupees 307 crore investment for a transmission project. Again, third phase of FM radio auction will get underway on Monday with 135 frequencies up for grabs across 69 cities. In all, 21 companies have participated in the auction which began yesterday. The rupees 200 crore illegal gratification was transferred to Kalignar TV as per ED sources to the court yesterday in the 2G case. Now, this could have certain negative sentimental impact on Sun TV. The third round of coal auction is also likely to see 31 bids. Now, along with state-owned enterprises like SAIL and Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, private sector players such as Hindalco, Jindal Steel, and Balco, Bhushan Steel, ACC and Vedanta are also likely to be a participant which are likely to be in fray for this coal blocks. Now, ICICI Bank has put close to 1,000 crores of its NPAs on the block. This NPAs may be pertaining to Tulip Telecom and Falcon Tires. Important results which are likely to have an impact on the markets as well. We have HDFC Limited, the estimated PAT here is 1360 crore. We have Maruti, the estimated PAT here is 1228 crore. We have 3 or 4 PSU banks which are likely to announce their numbers. The important one being PNB, estimated PAT is 876 crore. Union Bank estimate here is 455 crore. Bank of India estimate here is 292 crore. Pidilite is likely to announce number. The estimate here is 187 crore. Tata Communication estimate PAT of about 45 crore, and IDBI Bank estimate here is 181 crore. Moving on to watch list that we created for the day. Stock with positive bias, we have Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Auto and United Phosphorus Limited. While stock which one can short from intraday trading perspective, we have Lupin, PNB and IOD. Stock for long-term investment, we like Hero MotoCorp, Cadila Healthcare, Axis Bank, Ultratech Cement and Infy. That's it friends, we have in today's session. Thank you.